All right, let me hit you with this one, Derek. Interesting. It's already a done deal. The Eagles have signed Jalen Carter. Already done.
Yep.
2024 first rounder, reaches an agreement, 4 years, fully guaranteed, $21.8 million. He has Drew Rosenhaus as his agent. So they get that done. Howie does and crew. And no worries about any kind of holdouts or any kind of whatever. They never have these issues. They always get the rookie stuff.
They always get it done.
You know, it's easier now. It's slotted. It's not like it used to be where guys would hold out till the season started. Football's so much better now that we don't have that crap. It really is.
Just think about this, Rob. For this young man, what is he, 22 years old?
Yeah.
And heaven forbid, if his career ended after 1 year, that young man, after taxes, after agent fees, entertainment tax fees, is going to have a minimum over the duration of this contract, $15 million, $14, $15 million as a 22-year-old young man.
Nice.
Think about that.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a good way to start off life.
Man.
You know, most of us either have student loans or, you know, we're working.
Yeah, man, working 8 jobs. Yeah.
It's nice, man. Nice to be able to play that football. And look, make it work for you. Make it work for you. You know,
I gotta check my ancestry tree and see if I'm related anywhere to Jalen Carter.
I'm sure he's hearing from people he's never seen or heard of before in his life. Hey, you remember me?
Oh yeah, this is Uncle Dewey. I'm from your mother's third cousin, 5th removed from your daddy's side.
Don't you remember we rode the school bus together in kindergarten? I let you sit next to me.
I babysat you when you came out of the womb.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't remember?
Yeah, there are people coming out of the woodwork right now.
You better believe it.
Yeah, I hope he's
got the right handler, man.
I hope he's got protection.
In.
Yep.
You know, when you talk about a profession where over 80% of the workforce ends up broke, I hope this young man has the right people shielding him away from the wrong people. I hope he doesn't get sucked in by all the investment wolves that will come his way. I got a great deal for you. We've heard the stories about relatives handling players' money and the relatives financing their lifestyle while depleting that player's future lifestyle as well. I hope he's shielded from all that stuff, man. I hope all young athletes are, man. But you hear that horror story all the time about how their money disappears, you know, when they thought they had money. I tell you what, a story that I've listened to a lot of times along those lines. You remember when Steve Harvey and Cedric the Entertainer and all those guys were doing that Kings of Comedy tour? Yeah. Did you ever hear that story about Steve Harvey?
No.
He was making millions.
Right.
And he thought that his accountants were paying all of his taxes and stuff and his bills. Most guys, when they get to that level, they have somebody who pays your bills and pays your taxes on time. Well, I guess his lead accountant died, and it wasn't until after he died he found out by accident when they started searching through records that the accountant was slush funding the money elsewhere, to the point Steve Harvey had like $1,700 in his account. He had to pay millions upon millions of dollars in back taxes and never knew it. Found out by accident. Now, luckily, Steve Harvey has rebounded incredibly. Yeah. He was doing like 6 or 7 shows, different shows at one point. He's a machine. Yeah. So he's rebounded in a nice way. But can you imagine that frightening scenario? If you think you're taken care of for the rest of your life, and all of a sudden you find out you have less than $2,000 at your disposal?
I'll give you another one, Derek. I was reading a book, you know, Hall & Oates, the band Hall & Oates, the duo, okay? They're the most successful duo that's ever lived in terms of record sales, okay? I'm not even, bar none. They are number one. So I read John Oates' memoir, okay? Mm-hmm. He's the dark-haired guy with the mustache. That's Oates. The blonde-haired guy is Daryl Hall, for people who don't know. So anyway, I read his. They had an unscrupulous agent too. Basically, all the money that they made in the 70s and 80s, and they were as big as anybody, okay, was stolen from them by agents.
Jeez.
They were dead broke. He couldn't even afford an apartment in New York. He bought like a piece of land in Colorado and moved there, and they went back out touring and just kind of grinded through it, and they went to court to sue this guy. They got some of it back, but they lost millions upon millions.
Jeez.
So, and he was goodness. Like, we were kids in the 70s. We signed on with this guy. We didn't know, blah, blah, blah. And you hear all these horror stories. But
the group NWA went through. If you ever watched the movie Straight Outta Compton,
so
great movie about what they went through and the money that went missing. And that's why Ice Cube broke off from them.
Yep. And he was the first one to recognize it, by the way, Ice Cube was. And it caused a rift. Like even with Dre, he had a little bit of a rift. And
yes,
then
he did.
And they were okay.
They reconciled. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Wow.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. It's crazy. So you gotta be careful, and hopefully he's got the right people around him. I would think if you're with somebody as reputable as, however you feel about Drew Rosenhaus, he's a reputable agent.
Yes.
I would think that Rosenhaus would have him in the right hands in terms of accountants and stuff like that. I would think, but you never know.
If there's anybody who knows the right deals, whether it's TV wise, endorsement wise, is Drew Rosenhaus's agency. Yeah. They make money for their clients. They make money, and so you're right. You say what you want to say about a Drew Rosenhaus. A lot of people don't like him because of his antics. He's always visible, always grandstanding, but he makes money for his company and he makes money for his top-notch clients, so hopefully you're right. Drew puts that umbrella around him to shield him from what could possibly happen to him.
Yeah, no question. All right, let's come back. Let's talk some birds, Derek. A former Eagle signs elsewhere. We'll tell you who that is. We'll continue to talk about the Jalen Carter contract. But speaking of Jalen Carter, we're going to look at the Eagles rookies and how they fit into this thing in terms of depth chart. Who's starting, who could get time, what that looks like. And we'll include DeAndre Swift as well, the trade that they made in that also. All right, he's Derek. I'm Rob. A little later, we'll give you Gritty again. We'll do that later. We promise. As if that wasn't enough, we'll do it again. But we'll dig into all those kind of things when we come back. Don't go anywhere. That's Derek. I'm Rob. And we are Sports Take, JAKIB Sports YouTube Network. Time to tell you about Bravo Pizza of Havertown. Yes, we are thrilled that Bravo Pizza is a part of the team. Bravo Pizza of Havertown has been family-owned since 1985. I've been going there since I was a kid. Alex and the crew are there 7 days a week, just cranking it out. Unbelievable, fresh food every single day, freshly made. All right. It is not sitting under some heat lamp. It's not just recycled. No, fresh food. 20 different styles of pizza. They have slices to go. They have my favorite, upside down, but there's plenty of other stuff. And the beauty is they have the you name it, they will make it policy. That's right. Specialized pizza made any way that you want. But not just pizza. Not up for pizza that day? Great. Got pasta, got sandwiches, got wraps, got wings, got salads. All of the above. Bravo Pizza is committed to the community. They have fundraisers for charities, schools, little leagues, where the proceeds go to those organizations. In fact, this Monday and Tuesday, Bravo Pizza of Havertown will be raising money for the Eagles Autism Challenge. So great stuff there, including Swoop making an appearance. Follow the Bravo Pizza of Havertown on Instagram or Facebook for daily specials or promotions. And you can stop on by 1305 Westchester Pike in the Manoa Shopping Center in Havertown. That's 1305 Westchester Pike, Manoa Shopping Center, Havertown. Give them a call right now, 610-446-3810. 610-446-3810. Bravo Pizza of Havertown.